everybody. It's me, Paula, again. I am the founder and visionary behind Beautifully Made Ministries. And I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning into another video. Listen, so I want to talk to the ladies again. And, Beautifully Made is all about empowering women, encouraging women. And it's not that none of this relates to men, it's just that I just want to talk to my ladies. I'm a woman, and so we can relate. We can relate to each other. But men, I definitely do not count you out. So if I say anything, ladies, that you feel like applies to a man that's in your life, feel free to sit down and watch this video again with him. And of course, please subscribe and share with other women that you know. So I want to talk about giving up yourself. I am somebody who has definitely made mistakes when it comes to men, when it comes to relationships. One of the most disheartening things that I see is when a woman gives so much of herself to a man that she loses herself in him. The only person that we should ever lose ourselves in is God. God created us, God shaped us and molded us and put greatness in us and destiny and purpose. And he has our whole life laid out, and he has our best interests at heart. So yes, we should surrender everything to God, because God wants the best for us. And we have to remember that. If you watch a man who's a great father, he's a good father, okay, he's very involved in his children's lives, he's very hands-on, may not even be extra hands-on, but he's a good dad, like he loves his daughter, okay. If you watch and observe him as his daughter grows up, when she gets into the time of dating and she brings home that first boyfriend, what is that dad doing? He's watching, he's observing, he's, looking deep into that man, that boy to find out, who are you? What are your intentions with my daughter? Because I don't let just anybody in her life. I'm her dad, and my job is to protect her. My job is to cover her and to keep her. That's my job as her father. That's my job. And so that relates to us because we are daughters of a king. God is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And we are his daughters. What a privilege and an honor to be the daughter of the Most High King. And so when it comes to men, a lot of times we do water down who we really are, because we're like, hey, if I show him, that I'm a daughter of a king, and I start talking about, going to church and giving my all to God and sacrificing, I may not keep this man. What could really happen if he left? You got to ask yourselves, if he left today, what does that mean for me? Is my world really going to end? Is my world really going to end? Am I really going to quit life because this man left me? Our identity cannot be in an earthly man. It has to be in God. That is the only way that we are going to be able to walk this journey and have the strength to look a man in the eye and say, I don't believe that you are my husband, and I'm waiting on who God called, who God destined for me to have. So instead of me playing games with you and playing the role of a wife, no, we're not even going to do that. I'm just, I'm going to do you and me a favor and just end it kind of right where it is. And we have to be okay with that. We got to be okay with that. We got to be real and say, you know what? I am going to miss X, Y, and Z from him. I'm being real about it. I'm not even going to lie about it. But we have to get up after the tears, after all of that, we have to get up and say, you know what, but at the end of the day, I'm going to keep walking, I'm going to keep pushing, I'm going to keep pressing, because I want God's best. And I know that Boaz is out there. I know that he's there. And so while God is sending him and preparing him, I'm being prepared as well. And so when we come together, our covenant is blessed. And I was prepared, I was ready to join in with this person. You know, I sat down with an awesome woman of God the other day. She's actually one of my mentors. And you know what she said to me? She said, you can give a man your love, but never give him your life. When we start giving people our lives, we sacrifice who we are. Our identity becomes lost. We become confused. We don't even know who we are because we've given our life, our heart, our mind, our soul, everything to a person. To a person. And a lot of times, ladies, we do that for a man. We do that for a man. And at the end of it all, we find ourselves lost. We find ourselves lost. And so we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful. You know, one of the things that the Bible teaches us is that our bodies, you know, is a living sacrifice, is a temple. And we want it to be holy and acceptable unto God. When you give yourself in an intimate physical way to a man that is not your husband, you are creating what's called a soul tie with that person. You have gone beyond the physical, and now you've entered into the spiritual realm and have created a tie. That's why after you break up with somebody 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line, you're still crying about that person. You're still beat up about that person. There's still drama surrounding that person because there's a soul tie. So we have to be careful. And lastly, I just want to let you guys know that, you know, I was reading Ruth the other day, the story of Ruth, and it's an amazing story, and it motivated me. It motivated me in the sense that Ruth waited. She waited. She didn't, you know, rush the process. She didn't say, man, you know, I would really love to have somebody, you know, my husband just died and I'm taking care, you know, of my mother-in-law and it's just a lot and I just want somebody. No, 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 no. No, no, no. She was just taking care of Naomi and she was working and doing her thing. And she ended up with Boaz, who saw her while she was working. Here's where this comes into life application. Stay in your ministry. Stay focused. Stay focused. Let him find you in the field working. Let him find you doing your ministry, living out your purpose. Whatever God has been telling you to do and telling you to do and telling you to do it. Get up and do it. Get a plan together and do what you have to do. Do what you got to do, whether it's starting a business, whether it's writing a book, whether, you know, whatever it is, whatever it might be. The time is now for you to get up and start preparing and doing what God has called you to do. And I promise you, as you work in your ministry, God is working on the inside of you to pour into you what needs to be there so that you can be the best wife and the best mom that you can be to your family. And he's also working on that man so that when you all come together, it's a beautiful thing. and it can work and it will work. And so I just want to encourage you to just stay focused in the things of God. Please do not let your desires get the best of you. Your identity does not lie in a man. It doesn't lie in any person on this earth. It lies in God. And that is who we exalt. That is who we give praise and honor. God, here I am. Use me as you see fit, Lord. And whatever you have for me, God, I will wait on it. And while I wait, Lord, I will work my ministry, oh God. I will do what you have called for me to do. I will do what you have called for me to do. I'm not saying that this whole thing is the easiest thing. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is allow God to fill all the gaps. All those voids, the loneliness that you feel. The longing for intimacy that you feel. I dare you, I challenge you to try God and see what He has for you. Try Him. Ladies, men, try God and see what He has for you. I thank you so much for tuning into this video. I thank you for those that have subscribed. I thank you to those that are sharing this video. I thank you just for your support. I really, really do. And my goal is to shoot a video every single week to bring a little word of encouragement. Again, don't hesitate to write down in the comments section about how we can really grow this thing and how we can really impact women all across the world. Ladies, please go read the book of Ruth. Go read on Ruth and look at her story and look at how she did things and how things were orchestrated for her. And I promise you, it will bless you beyond measure. So I thank you so much. So much. If you are in the Atlanta area, please come and visit my church, Embassy International Worship Center. Pastor Brian and Patrice Meadows is an awesome ministry, and I promise you, you will be blessed. Always come with the spirit of expectation, because God definitely shows up and He shows out and He opens up the heavens, and it's just a glorious time with Him that we all share together corporately. So I thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.
Are you looking for skilled professionals for your move? Well, look no further than Amen Movers, where you will experience first-class treatment from highly qualified moving assistants who are dedicated to making your moving experience hassle-free. Whether you are doing a residential move, a commercial move, or just need moving assistance, make your next move your best move with Amen Movers.